So let's jump to today. It interests me what you said about, I agree with you about Iran. So we're, in one way or another, doing that to Iran now. We're effectively working very hard to destroy the infrastructure of that society instead of encouraging that society to grow from within. We're hurting
Yeah.
the people of Iran. We're not. We've canceled treaties that looked like, in my opinion, they were in everyone's best interest, especially the nuclear treaty, um, and so we're doing that now. Now,
Yeah. It's not smart.
okay, but
Look what we're
interestingly,
doing.
but this is why I don't want, I didn't mean to, well, it may sound like I'm catching you in something. I don't mean to do it this way, but you point out that Iran, you have viewed as Iran as a country with potential to fix its own problems. So in that case, and therefore condemning it is not helping. Okay.
Okay, but
So hold on. You know where I'm heading. So
yeah,
so let's talk about the axis of evil.
yeah.
Was that a
Okay,
good
let's talk about
thing?
the accent.
Let's, Iran is an axis of evil. Is that a good thing? A good way to initiate the process by which you say is we should be aiming for?
Okay, let me answer first the question about what to do now, and then go back to the axis of evil speech. Um, so first, we rightly impose sufficient sanctions on Iran to inhibit their ability to do mischief, because whatever the potential of the civil society, the Iranian state is a malignant actor. And seeking nuclear weapons, seeking to export terrorism, it's responsible for this, the terrible, more responsible than any other single country, even Russia, for the terrible atrocities in Syria. So we need to put enough sanctions on them to curb that behavior. The Trump administration then tore up the Iran nuclear treaty. I didn't love that treaty, but my objection to the treaty was the problem was that Iran got all its benefits up front and paid out the benefits over a long period of years. So the problem is when you say, okay, we got this deal, and the thing that's wrong with this deal is they get all the
Let me.
benefits.
I can't help interrupting. Do you not think the benefit of having a non-nuclear Iran is a benefit that we get up front? Because
No,
that's, I
because
mean, Ernie Moniz
ours
is
is
a colleague friend
ours
of
is
mine, and
because the benefit was they got a big chunk of money
yeah.
right away,
Hmm.
and immediate readmission to the world trading system. What we got was a promise of a decade and a half of supervision of their nuclear program. So what we got was 15 one-year
Hmm.
benefits, and they got one big 15-year benefit right up front. The problem with that, so you can see what's wrong with that. The problem with canceling it is they got their benefit up front. And that the thing that was wrong with the treaty is the reason why you don't cancel it. And we lost by canceling it. We got our benefit, which was parceled out in increments over 15 years.
I understand that, but it's sort of, I'm not sure it's 100% fair to say that. So they got the benefit, and the only thing we don't get, we lose out on the fact that now there's every incentive for them to build nuclear weapons when they
No, I didn't
weren't,
say
when they
that.
clearly weren't.
What I said is we are told that over the period of 15 years from the signing of the treaty, that Iran will comply with certain procedures that make it more difficult for them to acquire a nuclear weapon.
Yeah.
So that is a benefit that is distributed over a 15-year period.
Yeah, whereas they get it, I understand they get it right away.
Okay.
But it's
So,
more than
so,
I'm
so my
thinking
sense
of.
is, once you're in that deal, it's very foolish to cancel it
But
because
it's
you
also,
can't get back.
but
But
it's
what
not.
the Trump people did, the
Let
Trump
me
people
just
then
say,
did was they said, well,
I want to get back to this because it's not. I don't think it's a negative that they benefited. Many of the sanctions on Iran, like the sanctions we've done in numerous countries, what they do is really hurt the people in those countries. It really hurts the infrastructure. Where the people that bear the brunt of those incredible economic sanctions are the people you're hoping who are going to, in the end, pull that country out of its current trajectory. And I have a real problem with
sanctions are,
that.
the sanctions are also felt by the military
Of
establishment,
course they are,
and it's the only tool we have. But you want to be careful about them. And what has happened in the Trump years is when after they canceled the treaty, their solution to the problem of Iran got its economic benefits all up front was then to put in place sanctions that are more draconian than ever, that go beyond what is necessary to cramp Iran's military capacity and nuclear capacity, where they're trying to drive the country to revolution. And revolutions very seldom end well, maybe never. And
Well, in
I'm
Iraq
opposed to
it
those.
didn't end well. We tried to create
Well,
our own
well, that
revolution.
was that was Iraq was at least an invasion where there's the possibility of imposing an orderly state.
Yeah,
in Iran, what's going to happen? The Trump policy is drive them to a revolution, and power will be in the streets, and we see who gets it.